Alrighty, so different setting for the intro video, but nonetheless, we will get started with the Bible verse of the day. So today's Bible verse comes from Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of God. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So, this talks about people who are judged, discriminated against, um, just negatively treated because, of their faith in God and Jesus. And it's going to happen. That's just how it is. That's how the world is. And you have to just always put your best foot forward, stick to your beliefs, stick to what you know how to do, and don't let anybody or anything, discourage you and lead you away from your faith. So, really that simple, man. But workout-wise, Saturday, Calves and Arms. We'll get warmed up, get ready here, and start with calves as always. So I'll see you guys for the lift. Alright, so we'll start with calves as always, and this week we jumped up in weight again with this. So even though we are on the cut, about a quarter of the way through, approaching the fourth week here, we are still making progressions, upping the weight with progressive overload. So always good to go up in weight. It's just with the cut, it's not going to be as frequent as on the bulk. More carved up, probably a bit more energy. The strength is going to be increasing more frequently on the bulk than on the cut. But we're still making progression. So, honestly, with the way that I train and how consistent I've been, there really isn't that much of a gap, to be honest with you, which, end of the day, is a very good thing. But the biggest thing here is the intensity, and yeah, these reps felt really good. And yeah, form is going to get better with time, with more experience. The more times we do it, the better it's going to get. So making the right progressions with this. So we did just a couple warm-up sets with no weight and then a little bit of added weight, about 50% of the top weight here, and then one top set to failure, finishing with partials within that 15 to 30 rep range. Alright, so we'll get into some triceps now. First of two movements is going to be the tricep pushdowns with the V-bar attachment. So we're going to do one warm-up set and then one top set, actually two top sets to failure, since we were only doing two separate movements for triceps as always. So two top sets to failure, finishing with partials, a big thing to make note of. And yeah, biggest thing with this is you don't want to hunch over too much. You want to be, more straight up with your entire body and really focus on putting all the tension on your triceps. And this is going to hit all three heads of the tricep. Alright, so second movement for triceps will be the over-exaggerated skull crushers. So again, with these, we're going behind the head and staying in that longer, deeper position. And this is more going to target the long head of the triceps, so, that bottom part of your arm. And we jumped up a weight on this week, so making the right progressions, even though we're still on the cut. Always good to go up in weight, as I've said many times. And I keep saying that and making it seem like, it's so much more of a challenge on the cut, but we're only, 3 weeks into this, so we're still going to be progressing, still a little bit less as frequently, but still frequently enough where it's not really going to mess with my head too much. But we get into, that second half and even the last quarter of the cut, the last, 4 weeks or something, definitely not going to be progressing as much as now, but that doesn't mean that the intensity doesn't, the intensity is still the main factor. That's the main point of emphasis. But with these, we're doing, again, same thing before, one warm-up set and then 2 top sets to failure, finishing with partials within that 5 to 9 rep range. All right, so now we'll get into biceps and forearms. So, first movement's going to be the preacher hammer curls with the dumbbells, and sticking with the same weight as last week, looking to get more reps, which we did. And yeah, just a lot of tension here, specifically on the brachialis muscle. And yeah, these just feel really good. I don't see myself taking these out of the routine or substituting them out really ever. That's pretty much the mindset with these right now. So with these, we're just doing one warm-up set and then 1 top set to failure, finishing with partials within that 5 to 9 rep range. All right, so next movement is going to be the dumbbell incline curls. And I was using the Cobra Grip straps, the straps that I use on back day or whenever I'm doing deadlifts, RDLs, to just mitigate, using my grip strength. But I wanted to just try using the wrist wraps today, and ultimately I think it just felt better. I felt like I just had better control of the weight, and yeah, just felt better. So with these, 1 warm-up set and then 2 top sets to failure within that 5 to 9 rep range. And the main point of doing this sitting down on the bench is to take away using any momentum and just putting even more tension on the biceps. And yeah, just really good deep stretch with these, with it being on the incline bench. So I definitely would suggest some kind of incline curl variation into your routine. Right, so next movement is going to be the barbell curls up against the wall here. And again, same concept with the incline bench, taking away using any momentum with our body, putting more tension and focus and tension on the bicep muscle. So if I were you guys, I would just either stand up against a bench or a wall rather than just standing up in a random spot in the gym or in front of the mirror. This is going to just challenge you more and make you work even harder for your reps. So that's why I would suggest doing this. So just one warm-up set and then 1 top set to failure within that 5 to 9 rep range. All right, so final movement for arms. Camera didn't focus quite exactly. Not a huge deal. But nonetheless, reverse curls. And I'm not going to lie, these weren't as up to par as usual. Just, I don't know if it was my grip or what, but just didn't feel as in control here. Alright, so done with arms. We will finish with a core bias movement as always. So second time that we do core during the week. First being on Tuesday after chest, second being on Saturdays after calves and arms. So on the abdominal machine here, the abdominal Nautilus machine, I just been using Nautilus machines for years now, and I just absolutely love them. They're just tough to beat, man. They really are. And big thing here is making sure the seat's, a bit lower than, most people have it. Because the lower you put it, the harder it's going to be. You're going to get a deeper stretch in a bigger, longer range of motion, which is what we want. Challenging ourselves, keeping the intensity the main factor, and going 110%. That is the mindset, as I've said many times. So with these, same rep range as accessory leg movements, 15 to 30 rep range. Finishing with partials is a big thing too. So yeah, this feels very good. I was doing this months ago when I first started filming, but that was a bit before. The filming was good enough. I was comfortable enough with it, more specifically with the editing, to where I would upload the videos. So I was doing this back in the spring, so wanted to get back to this machine and we're feeling good with this. So, yeah, altogether, very good workout. Always improving, always going harder, loving it more every single day, man. So, the cuts off to a very good start. We like where we're at, but most definitely not satisfied, never satisfied. So, I appreciate you guys watching the videos, and I'll see you guys on Monday for the 4th week of the fall cut. God bless.